What if I told you that this YouTuber creator burnout can be avoided and prevented forever? If you're a YouTuber and content creator, I guarantee that if you're watching this video, you have experienced burnout at some point in your career, especially because you are pairing it with running a business behind the channel and you have clients, you have funnels, you have offers, and you have a whole bunch of other things to operate at once. And you probably have family demands, children, whatever the case may be. Let me just say that burnout has probably felt real, but it's not real. And it never has to be a part of your creator life again. I want to understand where you're coming from. So if you've experienced burnout before, go ahead and type burnout in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up, it helps support. And let's dive right into today's topic. Now, I've been a YouTube video content creator since 2018. And after studying my fellow friends that are YouTubers and other people who have created and currently create on the platform, I've boiled down YouTube burnout to 3 main causes. And of whatever the reason may be, they all fall into one of these categories, okay? And the first one is you've outgrown the audience that you've originally started to make content for, meaning you've lost love for the content that you are currently making on your channel. The second reason is because you stopped evolving as a creator, as a human being. And what you accidentally did was pigeonholed your YouTube channel to be dominant for just 1 to 2 topics. And you feel like all you can do is create content on those 2 topics that you have to remix over and over and over, and you feel absolutely stuck. The third thing is that you have adopted the illusion that you do not have enough time and that you have too much on your plate. And so your actions, emotions, and thought process follow accordingly, making it a hostile situation when you start to record and get in front of the camera. I can identify to all 3. Now let's go back to the number 1, which was outgrowing your audience and outgrowing the content that you started creating in the beginning, but now you're like, oh, I'm just sick of this content. It's time for a pivot. Okay, I have a whole video that I did on how to pivot your YouTube niche and your business in this video right here. And also I'll leave it linked in the description. But basically I have a whole process in which I go through on how to pivot your channel, when to pivot on the same channel or when to start a brand new one. It's okay to pivot because it is absolutely essential. But basically what this means is I'm guessing 99% of the time, what happens is you create content for a certain profile of person, typically beginners, because with stupid keyword research tools, what they do is they optimize titles for beginner level people, whether that's in cooking, business, finance. You put for beginners or beginner friendly after any title, and the algorithm goes crazy because that is technically the biggest pool of people on YouTube are beginners. There's a lot of beginners out there. I mean, I'm a beginner in so many different topics. Cooking. I just said cooking. I'm a super beginner in cooking. And so what happens a lot of times is like your level of expertise is through the roof and it's at 10. And you're explaining concepts that are at a level 2. And it's getting so annoying and redundant for you. And honestly, you just need to level up the content you're talking about, meaning talk about more complex topics and things that are higher, a little bit harder to understand in your expertise. Because when you do that, then you're going to attract the audience and the viewers that are interested in taking it a step further. Like, for example, if you are a holistic vegan weight gaining coach, and you've talked about all these beginners of like how to get started with vegan recipes, how to gain muscle on a vegan diet. But there's vegans out there that are already toned. They already have muscle, but they have things that they want to tweak and optimize, but they don't want the beginner level content anymore. They want the level 6. They want the level 8. And if you want that too, then deliver and do it. Okay. So if this is the situation on your channel, just simply start talking to a higher level avatar, your dream client, the dream profile person that you would be so excited to talk to in person. And you might be thinking, well, it's not fair to the beginners. It's not about being fair to the beginners or not. It's about being and following your truth. Okay. And your truth is that you're evolving and you are growing as a creator. Now let's talk about pigeonholing your content. I was notorious for pigeonholing my main original channel that has over 200,000 subscribers. I pigeonholed it so hard for the beginner make money online niche, and I hated it. I got so burnt out that I left my channel. I got so mad. I made up a whole bunch of like nonsense and head trash. It was kind of ridiculous. But basically where I went wrong was I was chasing the virality, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to keep creating content about this one topic, which was like money making websites, work from home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can only make so many videos about these topics. And it was just driving me under and deeper into the ground, where at one point I was like, I hate creating videos on YouTube. If you identify with this situation, what you can do is reestablish your content topics, right? Content topics and pillars that allow you to evolve and go deeper into different sub niches with your channel. What I mean by this is your content pillars should be able to give you the leeway and the freedom to still be niche down, but to have freedom in the styles of content and the topics you talk about within that niche. And so these at first might not be your banger viral videos, but who cares? Over time, they're going to start getting more popular, and it's going to make you feel so much more elevated when you step on camera, so that you're finally able to branch out and talk about different things on your channel that you felt limited to before because of the whole pigeonholing thing. And the last thing that kind of results as, in my opinion, the first two, the pigeonholing and falling out of love with the content you originally started posting, you start to get more hostile in other things in your business, and therefore content creation starts to become a chore. Then you start to believe the illusion that, oh man, like I don't have time to create content. Like, it becomes a chore, and then it becomes way more painful to get on camera. It's just the energy sucking thing and activity, as opposed to giving you re-energizing alignment. So now you're like, oh my gosh, I have to film, and I gotta, create a new sales page, and I got this launch, blah, blah, blah. So here's the thing with time. We are, meaning myself and my team, we're one of the only, if not the only YouTube help company that teaches outsourcing and YouTube team. We have YouTube team hiring down to a science. And the reason you're feeling like you have too much going on or whatever, you probably haven't outsourced the activities that are essential to outsource as a content creator. Okay, so you still might be doing the thumbnails, you still might be doing the SEO and optimizing and all of that stuff. But for a channel to really scale, you're going to need at least a member or two of the team. I define a YouTube team as a video editor and a channel manager. Those two people take care of everything behind the scenes. So it really is probably a time for you to start thinking about outsourcing and delegating and getting some time back. My YouTube team and the systems we built behind it was the reason why I was able to take a 3-month maternity leave, my first maternity leave, and be able to profit 30% and be able to make between $30,000 and $40,000 a month while I was gone, which was incredible because of the systems and team that I had in place. And so if you want to learn more about YouTube teams and hiring, check out this video I made. It goes over all of it in depth, because there are activities about YouTube that are essential and you must do to grow and scale, like posting in your community tab, responding to comments, all of these little things and things you do in post optimization, which is super important, but they don't need to be done by you. Okay, all you should be focusing on is filming. That's it. Okay. This should give you way more time back during your day and be able to film and do the thing that you love and talk about the thing that you love, so you can generate more leads, more views, and brand awareness to what you're doing. All right, so if you appreciated this video, definitely check out the video that's coming up next, all about my plan to blow up a brand new YouTube channel to 100K views, 1,000 subscribers within just a couple of months. You can check out that case study video right here, and I will see you there.